This is Chat and Chill. Subscribe to the channel for a new video every Friday and Monday at 8:30.
So, what up, everybody, and welcome back to Chat and Chill. Hope you guys had a great, no, not weekend, sorry, comes out on Friday. So, yeah, I hope you guys had a good week so far. And let me know in the comment section below what you've been getting up to in the weekend, where you guys going out, where the clubs are at, man. We need to find out, we need to know. But anyway, let's forget all about that, and let's get on to a very, very special guest today. Go by the name of Cloudy Clouds.
What up, what up? How you doing?
Shout out to Cloudy Clouds. You know what's funny, how we met is pretty random, isn't it?
Yeah,
we met basically on set on the show, which I don't really want to talk about yet. If it does come out, then I'll let you know more about that. But yeah, met on set on the show. He's a great lad as well. He's actually into music as well, so that's why I say Cloudy Clouds as a music name. All with the links and all that stuff. Music available, we'll find that. Description below, get that, download it. It's got EP out as well, I believe you said.
Yeah, that's right. I Rap Better Than You is the title of the EP.
Oh damn, shut! Yeah, Cloudy Cloud. Let's just start with like your inspiration behind music. Like, what made you wanna like go into rapping?
Yeah, to be honest, I've always wanted to do music since I was little. I've always loved lyricism. Lyrics are the main thing I love.
Yeah.
I love just bars. I like to listen to someone and say, oh shit, he said that.
Yeah.
He's able to do that. Good use of words, vocabulary, flows. Just try to push yourself to make the best music you can. That's always been my inspiration really behind it all.
Would you say that you're like into battle rap then?
Yeah, I'm not a huge guy that knows everything about battle rap. I went to a Don't Flop event this year actually, but that's not the only one I've been to. But I do enjoy certain battles. I remember watching Iron Solomon, Math Offer, all those things back in the day when I was growing up. Yeah, I don't keep up with it religiously, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Can you like rap on demand? Like make something up straight away, or do you like write it beforehand?
To be honest, I think that anyone can freestyle to an extent, but that's not really. I'm sure you could if someone just said what rhymes with tree, you could say B, and that to an extent is freestyling. But I'm not really a freestyle rapper. No. I prefer to sit down and take my time with what I'm writing. And
something more meaningful or something.
Yeah, generally, yeah. But I mean, anyone can freestyle to an extent, but there are some people that are amazing.
I think that's a really optimistic idea.
You know, going into music, like let's look into like your kind of like your lyrics and stuff like that. Not gonna act like I've heard every track of him. We don't lie here on Chat and Chill, I'm honest. But I mean, like, in some of your like, what's sort of like the subject you should expect in your music? Like, do you talk about like your life and upbringings and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll say I talk about what's on my mind. So anything from my views on the state of the world to my feelings on love, my feelings on money, my feelings on anything. We're just gonna kind of get to know me a bit better as a person. Who listens to our music, I think.
Talking of music, obviously we all know what's going on in the UK right now. Grime is popping. I wouldn't really call half of these guys grime anyway. I mean, if most stuff is grime, then God knows I must be bloody rock at this point.
That's it, grime. Everything.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you singing suddenly it's grime. But who would you say right now is like your go-to like kind of UK musician?
I like Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave's good. What's you like Dave? What about Dave?
It's something about him that he's just very. You can listen to his tracks and he's talking about something every time.
Yeah.
And it's really like you'll feel like at the end of hearing a track, you'll feel like you've been on the journey with him.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to try and do with my music. Try and take people somewhere that I've learned something from that track. I've learned about him as a person, and I've been educated because what he said is that deep. And
Oh, so you
for someone of his age as well, that's very impressive.
Yeah, because he's young, like 18, 19.
Yeah.
You know, I remember there's this track that someone showed me, and it was when he kind of like went in on like the government and stuff like that. And
Question Time.
Yeah, that's it, Question Time. I'm sitting there like, this is a baby, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at it, because you know my brother's age, my little brother's age, so when I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, like.
And that new How I Met My Ex is crazy off his new EP. It's just 7 minutes, there's no chorus, but you don't feel like you've been sitting there listening to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just like he's just I would honestly recommend anyone that hasn't heard him to check him out.
Yeah. You know, as a rapper, you know what I'm saying, I have to ask this killer question. Top 5 dead or alive.
Oh.
I have to.
Eminem.
Okay. Number 1?
I don't know about you want to number it as well now.
Come on, man.
Top 5.
Top 5 Denver Live rappers.
You want me to number it as well? I
Yeah,
don't know about number it.
Let's give you a 5.
I say Eminem. Lupe. Nas.
Yeah.
Maybe Andre 3000. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe Jay-Z.
Oh, you would put Jay-Z in the top 5?
That is a 5, but I don't know. I feel like I could mess around with that and change it a little bit.
Because you're on the spot though, isn't it?
Change it up a little bit. You've got 5 there, but definitely Eminem and Lupe would sit there. They would be.
I guess since you done your top 5, me and Melanie, I should do a Melanie. Who would you get? Who's top 5?
What, rappers?
Yeah, go on. Any rapper.
I don't really listen. I mean, like, I listen to like, chart music and stuff. Rapping is like, I didn't know I could name it. I can name like Eminem and Jay-Z and stuff.
Yeah. But in terms of like, you wouldn't want to say a top 5.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. My top 5. You know, it's funny when people ask me for my top 5 because like rap's not my favourite genre either.
What do you listen to more than what's your favourite genre, DJ?
It's a difficult question. I don't know. Do you know what's weird? Like, I think I just listen to anything, but like rap's not like my love. But I can give you a top 5 though. I would say I put Lil Wayne in there, Biggie, Tupac, definitely put Nas in there, and another one. Who's a fifth one? Fifth one's gonna be difficult. I'm trying to think. Who's out there? That top 5.
That's it. I mean,
it's hard. Do you know? It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
Which one?
Huh?
No, I'm joking. I'm saying say him, but.
Clown.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. Round off the top 5.
And there's another top 5. Clown Clown gets in there. Actually, you know what? Talking of like his EP, we want to talk about your EP right now. I heard one track you played me the intro, right?
Yeah.
Hard, it's dope.
Thank you.
For people that might not know about your EP and that track as well, why don't you give them a little insight on like what your EP is about, where they can find it, where is it called and stuff like that?
So it's called I Rap Better Than You, which is obviously, you know, a provocative title. I wanted to let people know the way I feel. If anyone feels differently, they can hit me up.
Slide in the DMs, girls. Gentlemen.
There's 9 tracks on there. I've already released 3 videos from it. Maybe more in the future, but there's 3 out there already. What else is there to say about it? You can find it. All the links are going to be in the description on this anyway, and you'll be able to find that bit. It'll be on my SoundCloud, my YouTube. That peer fits up there as well. So it's for free download and everything. So yeah.
Do you ever try and use like your music as a positive influencer, or you don't? You just.
I would say it's just a reflection of me. So every human being has positives and negatives, and so all music does as well. I would say if it's an honest reflection of you as a person.
Yeah.
Alright, on that note, we're going to go to a quick news break. Music's been recorded a long time ago, so you'll just see that that's it. But anyways, we'll be back with Cloudy Club. We're talking 2 topics. And before we go into the news, you're going to see a song playing right now. It'll be his song. I'm going to put it up, so it'll be playing now. After, yeah. You know what? I'm just telling you, there's going to be a song that's going to play that's his track from his EP, and then just go download that. And then we'll go into news, and we'll see you guys in about 3 minutes after you've seen all that stuff. Yes. What up, everybody, and welcome back to Chat and Chill. And no, that's not the intro. Hi, and today my name is Sharif, and I'll be doing the news for you guys today. Hopefully you're enjoying the show at the moment with Claudio, and let's get straight into the news. Action-packed today. Let's start with Hollywood Film Awards. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's when a group of people in the film industry come together and we see who's the best actress, who's the best actor, which film is doing what it's doing right now, who's the stylist right now, who's in the show right now, who's banging the greatest sound right now. Let's start with some of the people that were there yesterday. Angelina Jolie, looking fine as hell, picking up an award for Hollywood Foreign Language Film Awards. You know, in the movie First They Killed My Father, doing her thing there. We've got Mary J. Blige picking up Hollywood Breakout Performance Actress Award, you know, for Mudbound. You know, Gary Oldman picking up an award. P. Diddy was intended to pick up his award for his documentary as well. You also got Jake Gyllenhaal as well picking up an award. I think it was the best actor, that was, I believe. Some crazy loads of awards that day. If you guys have a favourite moment from the awards, do let me know in the comment section below. Tell me what's up, and we'll get into it. You know what I'm saying? In the comment section. Or you can tweet us using the hashtag #ChatChill, and I will see that. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get into the next one. Paradise Papers leak exposes how rich and powerful people are protecting their wealth. Yes, cousin. Protecting their wealth. You get me? So what's happening is, I don't know, I keep doing that. But what's happening at the moment is basically, if you don't know what they're talking about, so let me give you an example. The Queen now, her £10 million went missing, but nah. It was being spent on tax havens. You get me? Invested in offshore tax havens. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically how you get favorable tax. You know what I'm saying? So ain't all type of taxes. You get me? These rich people ain't paying what they should be paying their taxes, bro. It's unfortunate. Not really feeling this. Holla at your boy. I'm hearing politicians saying that the Queen don't know nothing about it. Who you fooling? There ain't no hate crime towards the Queen though. Still bow down when I see you. Nah, not really, but salute you when I see you. But goddamn, pay some taxes, bruh. Anyway, forget that. Let's go in. Well, you know, actually, talking of tax invasion, Facebook and Apple as well, we ain't playing, bruh. You man are all dodging these things, you get me? Ooh, you man, the government, you're all, Anyway, on that conversation, man, I'm tired of it already. You get me? Now, I Get a Grip campaign. Whew. News today is really about to get bad. Listen, basically what's happening is there's a Get a Grip campaign started off by someone in the government, clearly, and it's talking about, you know, making sure kids don't miss school and all about how parents need to be more organised and, you know, people with a cold can still come into school. That's not enough Hey, listen, I don't want to be chilling in class and someone got 24/7 in the whole classroom. Come on, bro. You made a campaign to make parents. You're basically saying parents can't parent. Are you for real? Now we got to have a good shout out to what's her name now, Ella Lewis. Made a petition over 6,000 signatures. Guarantee you right now, I'm gonna find the petition. Put in the description below. You guys better go and sign that crap up. You get me? She's basically demanding that the government stop the campaign for good. Hands down, I agree with you, Ella. Big shout outs to you, Ella, from Chat and Chill. We are with you on that one. Can't have the government telling man about how to look after the kids, man. Damn, if your kid's ill, it's ill. I understand the holiday situation. Alright, cool. Don't take your kids on holiday for 6 or odd months or whatever people do these days. Alright, cool. You don't want to miss school that way. But goddamn, if you're bloody coughing and snorting, what, you're gonna send them to school to start coughing and snorting? Come on, man. For real. I don't want the whole class coming back sick. Come on, man. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the next story. Southwest Railway train derails near Wimbledon. Always an issue with trains. Fortunately, nothing really bad happening. Just really derailed, really. If you don't know what that is, it causes when a vehicle basically runs out of its tracks. Doesn't necessarily mean that it goes to the next track or it goes to the wrong lane or anything like that. But that's basically what derail means. Yeah, it happened in Wimbledon. It caused a lot of train delays. So I will advise everybody to check your journey travels. As well as that, talking more transport for London, TFL, yeah, here at Chat and Chill, we do everything, upgrade, updating. Anyways, there's been a lot of power failures in the underground. So yeah, you might want to double check your journeys, tfl.co.uk, I assume that's what the website is. If it's not, I'm sorry, I don't know. But do your Google research. And also, if you do want to do some TFL updates on Chat and Chill, do let me know. We can do that. We can do that. I don't really know about being the weatherman though. I'm not really feeling that one. Oh, someone knocked on my door. But that's the end of the news. Great. Well, everybody, welcome. No, let me stop doing that. But anyways, thank you for listening to the news so far. Comment in the section below what news you found interesting and what else is happening, man. Because obviously I only pick enough to fit a certain segment. So if there's anything else happening, let me know. Or if there's anything else I missed out, if I should speak about in the next episode, do let me know. And yeah. But anyway, let's get into another topic. Now, if you did watch the news and not skip it, I know a lot of people do skip, but if you didn't skip it, you would have heard me talk about a story to do with tax havens. Basically, it's basically people that are wealthier, dodging tax and, you know, basically investing money into tax havens where they ain't got to pay that much tax anymore. There's been stories about the Queen and, you know, how she was using her £10 million that she had, but she claimed she doesn't know what she did with it. Fake places like Facebook, Apple, all the top brands, they're doing it as well. So basically, you know, everyone's just dodging tax and hiding money to the side, not really saying how much they're really earning, so they pay less. So yeah, I guess like the conversation for this is tax payment an issue that, you know, we all pay our taxes without really much choice. It just comes out anyway. Whereas it seems like, I mean, I guess if you're wealthier, you can somehow just dodge it.
I think it kind of probably depends, like how, obviously if you work for a company, it goes straight away. Whereas, like, for example, I'm self-employed, so I have spreadsheets, I have to monitor everything that comes in, everything that goes out. And in that sense, for the work, like, I guess it could be easier to dodge it if you're not going through a direct company and you're doing it yourself.
But these offshore tax havens, you need a lot of money. I was reading that $500,000 wouldn't cut it. You need big money to be able to get involved with these companies.
To get involved with offshore, you're looking at minimum, I think, is over 2 million,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's over 2 million, which is crazy. But like, yo, holler me if we want to have an offshore tax. Do you know what? It's interesting that you were saying that about being self-employed, because I don't currently work a 9 to 5. I don't think I've even thought about it, but I don't pay as much tax as I probably should. But that's because I am self-employed, and if I like do something or something, usually it's just a bank transfer. It's not like it's paid through a company. Any tax guys, just don't call me and don't try and come and steal my money. But yeah, it's interesting to say that, because like you said, it's all spreadsheets and all of that, and you can easily just, you know, do a few tight changes and here and there.
But when it's money going into your account, it can still be monitored. If it's cash in hand, then
cash in hand's different.
But then at the same time, it's not really making too much of a difference. Most cash in hand work is not big money work.
So
it's like,
it's when it gets like multi-million, and you're like.
So I guess you see how, like, in America, obviously their tax systems, I mean, you can still dodge it, but in a way that they have to go in with, like, I think it's every year they have to give in like a check or something of what they earn, and then they give them an amount and just have to pay it all off. Should they do the same thing here? Because I believe in our country it's more monthly based, what the salary was for the month, and then you're going to pay it. Like, how do you think people should be paying their taxes?
I feel like that system can lead to a lot of complications though for a lot of people, the American system. As well. Whereas at least with our system, I guess it's a good and a bad thing, but a lot of people don't really understand where their taxes are going. Most people work for someone, their taxes are taken out of their wages on a monthly basis, and they don't really understand how that works, which is on the one hand a good thing because it just makes life simpler for people, but on the other hand you could say it's a negative thing because a lot of people don't really understand how much money is being taken out and what that money is going towards.
I mean, you know, talking of tax, it's interesting how how the system here anyway, it was very based on what you earn for the month. It's kind of funny how, because when you do apply for a job, you see £10 an hour, you've probably done your calculation before you got there, and when you got the job, like, I'm going to make $1,500, and then when the bill comes, it's like $1,100, you're like, wait, hold on. Tax, you know what I mean? Do you think that ordinary people are overly taxed, like the tax is too high for like an ordinary person?
I mean,
or do you wait? What do you guys
it's
think?
a hard one to say because at the same time we're talking about how the NHS is in so much problems,
100%.
and all of these things. So we feel like we need money for these things. But then if we were to go after these people that are using offshore accounts, there would be more money. However, if we were to go over them, it would have to be a effort from everyone in the world to change their rules, because then otherwise people would just move out of the UK if it was only the UK going
100%
after them. So it's kind of a thing that the world needs to cooperate on, which isn't really going to happen.
We don't have like one overseeing view of the world. Like no one runs the world basically.
Yeah, 100%. I guess then, do you think what we get out of paying for our taxes, do you think it's worth it? I mean, you get BBC, NHS, everything free, obviously NHS. I believe some stuff for free on dental practice, but if you want like white filling or anything like that's classed as private, obviously pay for. Or like you may get your silver fillings and all that kind of stuff. Basic education is pretty much mostly free here. Most good schools in America actually you have to pay for them. Yeah. So in terms of what we get out of tax, obviously college as well. Do you think
the roads and everything as well. All of that. Like we do get a lot.
So would you say that what we pay, what we get out of our tax is worth it?
I
mean, if we didn't have these things, our life would be a lot worse.
I think there is a fact that we have to work together, like put money into a pot so that like unanimously, and also tax will help like lower income families maybe more so than the higher income families. The higher income families are helping out more with, but then I think that kind of makes balances out a bit. So it's something that absolutely needs to be there, and like obviously. And do you think, as a country, we're not like robbed of our taxes? Like I think, we do get back a fair amount, but then in other areas they might get less. And so I can only speak for what like I've found that I get.
Well, one thing I would say is, I know it's hard for the government to do this, but it would be interesting if our taxes were a lot more ring-fenced, in the way that we say, oh, we're going to start charging people extra tax in order for this to go on this part of the NHS. Right. But can we guarantee that this extra money is going to go on that NHS? And if things sort themselves out in the future and the economy becomes better, will we get a reduction in taxes? Probably not. And I feel like that's why a lot of people... Because it seems like money gets taken and it's not being told exactly where they're going. And we know what our taxes get spent on, but if it was a lot more clear to people specifically what money was spent on what, and it was made more obvious, I think people would.
That's really interesting. Obviously going into like, the whole offshore tax havens and all that crap, like, we pay so much tax, and then the people that in so good power, i.e. the Queen and stuff, are all dodging their, they're all dodging their taxes. So it's just like, what she basically gets on.
Pay your tax.
Like, you basically get our money anyways for free. Like, the Queen doesn't have a job. She gets most of her funding from the people that live in her own country. Whether she didn't know or not is all allegation and speculation, to be honest. I'm not going to say that the Queen knew or she didn't know. I'm not going to be that dude. But, like, if paying tax is so important to the ordinary, it should be so important to the wealthier. I mean...
They're the ones that are actually...
They're the ones that have the money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the people that have the money, then I'm thinking to myself, why just give them like an extra like 10%? Yeah, I mean, not saying it should be, because I think the problem is as well, people that are famous and have money are also people. And I think where people kind of like not miss, I don't know what I'm looking for, but where people just get overly excited about the whole thing, and because they're rich they should be taxed more, and because we're poor we should be taxed less, kind of thing. And I think sometimes I get it, and I'm all for it at the same time, but at the same time, like, you can't just expect, because he suddenly got money, now he should pay 50% tax of what he earned, and because you or whoever don't have that kind of funding, automatically should pay so much less.
I think the percentage proportion is a better way to do it than increase the percentage amount. Yeah. Because if obviously your percentage will be higher if you have more money. So fine, pay more because that's your percentage. But maybe I disagree with the increasing of the percentage, because like for some wealthy people, they've worked their lives, and I'm not disregarding privilege and that kind of thing. Like in the majority of situations, people maybe who have higher income families are from privileged backgrounds, but some people have come from nothing, worked their butts off for years, made a lot of money, and then if the percentage is higher, it's then just taken off them.
I mean, decades ago the percentage was 95%, so I mean it's gone down a lot. Now it's starting to go back up, but it's just going to push people out of the country, push business, push investment. I mean, it's a hard one because, like we were saying before, it goes back to the fact that every country has different rules and different things, but so many businesses and businessmen are international. If I own companies in 10 countries, I'm obviously going to sign up to pay tax in the one that costs me the least amount of money.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
just common sense. Anyone,
Yeah.
well, almost anyone would do that.
Yeah.
I think. Right?
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting what you were saying, regarding working hard for your money, and then all of a sudden people are expecting you to like get rid of like 50% of what you just earned. And I think that's the issue that we have, and I think that's the reason why I almost just think we will never be able to resolve it, because what I think happens is, even in tax, you have it in any bit, there's a lot of jealousy. And I'm not saying that somebody who's poor is jealous of somebody who's got more money, but I think we all fall into the stigma that people that earn more spend more, so then anyway they should give away more. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like when you're famous, you're kind of forced into having to do charity so that you look good. It's kind of like the same thing in tax. Because you have that money, it's like, oh yeah, 20% is nothing to you. Do you know what I mean? But to somebody who's actually put in the craft and effort to get to the stature that they're at, so then tell them that like, yo, it don't matter if you made $1 million this year, we're expecting at least 300,000 out of that. It's a bit like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
There are people that feel that we should be taxed on what we spend rather than what we earn.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I mean, I see it. To be honest, I don't know the answer to all this. It's complicated stuff, but I mean, it is definitely something to potentially think about.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I guess to conclude, pay your tax, kids, and parents. And adults, I'm joking, we're all adults. But yeah, tax is tax, and I guess pay it if you can. Well, if you can.
You have no choice.
Yeah, you have no choice. But yeah, I guess to conclude, tax is something that's probably never going to have a right or wrong argument, would I say. I mean, there is a right and wrong answer. I mean, if you pay tax, you have to pay tax. Well, yeah, you have to pay tax. But I think in terms of like the solutions for it, I just don't think it would be an ending subject to it. I mean, nobody can come into power and then change so much and then stay in power. I think what happens is people get into power and they say they want to do this and that and that and that. But little do you know, there's somebody above you that tells you, nah, bro, I have connections with this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. They don't want to pay more than what they're paying. You know what I mean? Like every company has a higher power. So don't expect including the government, yeah. So I think tax will just be where it is. Celebrities, well, people will always try to dodge tax. Listen, even normal people dodge tax, so it is what it is. But anyway, let's go into another break. We'll do sports right now, and then we'll see you back again after the sports. So see you in a minute.
Yeah, so this track that you're about to hear is called "Weed Fucked Up My Life," and to watch the full thing, click the link in the description.
This song isn't for you though, this is for the non-functional stoners. Listen. If you used to have big plans for your life, start a business, practice law, become a banker or write, but all you do is sleep all day and smoke ganja all night, and don't do shit about your dreams, although now is the time. You sit and chat with your guys about a Porsche and a nice house, and all of you agree you should be sorting your lives out, but right now you're focusing on sorting a light out. Say weed fucked up my life, but I'm still smoking. Don't know how you'll pay your car insurance, cause you reached the limit on your overdraft this morning. On Saturday, your friends have said to meet them at a bar in Shoreditch. You decide to stay at home alone because you can't afford it. But of course you'll definitely be getting some haze with pennies you scrape together, though it's better to save. Whatever the case, you can always find that tenner per day. Just say weed fucked up my life, but I'm still smoking. Nowadays the effects are different. 5 people used to share one spliff and then be giggling. You think about those days and then you miss them.